You ever see a post on Twitter, on YouTube, with some guy making animations, and it's the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life? And you're thinking, how the fuck did he think of those ideas? How did he even come up with this shit? It's so creative. And so I found the secret to this, and this is literally what distinguishes the best motion designers and creatives from the guys who do Imangadzi editing. It took me 2 years to find the answer to this, so you better listen to the end of the video. I broke it down into a 3-step plan, like you can see here on the screen. You cannot have one without the other. You need to watch everything. The last point is your transformative answer. No one talks about this. This is the craziest shit you've ever seen. I'm the best motion designer you will ever meet, and you better listen to me because I'm gonna teach you how to make a lot of money. So all these animations that you see on screen, I made all of this. So throughout the video, you're gonna see a lot of compositions made by me for my clients. My clients love me because I love them by giving them the best work I could possibly give them. How do I think like you? I'm gonna give you a little story. I used to do coaching, and there was this kid in a call with me. He was asking me, bro, you shown us how to do the practical, you give us the presets, you gave us everything, but bro, how do I think like you? I don't understand your mind. And I was like, that's a stupid question. Just go and edit more, bro. What are you talking about? But really, 2 years later, I actually have the answer to this, and it's one of the most important things you need to know as a video editor. So the question is, I'm just gonna give it straight to you. If I wasn't constrained by my mechanical skill, what would I do here? Just ignore this. Whenever you are going through your video, let's say this clip does not have any editing in it, you listen to it and you think, what is the craziest shit I could possibly ever overlay on top of this guy speaking? For example, let's listen to what is here.
Professional trader approaches a winning period in their portfolio completely differently to an amateur trader.
So I could have done anything here, you know, I could have put some text on screen, but I thought, what is the craziest shit I could ever do? So I went and I took some inspiration from some websites, static design websites, and I made it. Like, it's not that crazy. You need to not limit your thinking to just this style that you've seen someone else do. You are your own person, dude. You have a creativity and you need to use it. So you maybe get an idea to animate Spider-Man. There's some guy talking about Spider-Man in your video. Well, you could create a Pixar-like animation of actual Spider-Man, just like they do in the movies. But realistically, you can't do that because it's so many people working on it. But what you can do is download the 3D model off of Blender of Spider-Man, download some scene and learn how to use Blender really quickly and create it. Same thing for After Effects. The second part is to do it more consistently, which is the first answer I gave that guy. It's to just do it all the time. The more you do it, the more ideas you get, because this is the type of shit your librarian has on their office walls. But listen, they're onto something. Creativity is intelligence having fun, and creativity is like a muscle. So that's literally what I mean. You need to use it more and it's gonna work more. It's kind of simple, bro. This is a Catholic Bible. I'm not Catholic, but I was inspired by this. Why is it here? This is why you only do Imangadzi editing, and watch until the end, okay? Next point, implementation. How do you implement those ideas? You're gonna first step, write down markers in the timeline. As you can see, my timeline is always full of markers. I listen to a point that my client says, I press M, I drag it out with Alt, and I just start writing the craziest shit that comes into my head. You need to just get into a good mood and just think of the most beautiful ideas that you may get. Let your creativity run wild and write shit down. It doesn't matter, dude, as long as it explains the idea that you're trying to get through with the video. Then, after you wrote the markers for the whole parts you want to animate in the video, for some that you may need to use in After Effects, you just click replace with After Effects composition. Next up, you're gonna look at tutorials for the animations and techniques you don't know how to do. So let's say you thought of using Blender. Well, you're not just gonna download Blender and start using it because you have no idea how to do it. Maybe you get a really cool motion design idea. Well, you're gonna need someone to tell you how to do it. What I did, what everyone else is gonna do, is buy courses and watch YouTubers. I think courses are really important, but you need to balance it with watching a lot of YouTube videos, because in a course you can't really get everything. YouTubers I started watching is these 4 guys. You can look them up. They're really based. Push your PC to the max. I'm literally doing this on a laptop. Although I have a RTX 4070, my laptop is freezing a lot of the times I'm doing these projects, but I don't care because I want to deliver the best work to my clients. And also there's 2 ways you can go about editing. You can either do this shit that I'm doing, or you can put less effort into your animations and more effort into the marketing, into your personal brand. And you can get away with doing shit animations and get paid like $2,000, $3,000 per video. So you get to choose here. I think the best way to do it is to balance it out. I went kind of on the extreme. I'm sure you can find a balance. This is kind of how my notes look. It's like scientist working in the lab. Well, this is a mid Midjourney prompt, but I explain it in my own words, you know, it's not robotic because only I'm gonna edit this video. So I just read out what I said, I understand myself, I go into After Effects and I make magic. Yeah, that's one of my timelines. You see a lot of markers here and then the rest I put onto the clips. Next up, how to do it consistently. No one talks about this. This is the part of the video that you was waiting this whole time for. Number 1, have fun. Man, why did I write this down? What do I mean by have fun? Play some music, play some house music, dude. Don't geek out. Look. Yeah, listen to some music, go out with your friends, maybe call up a couple of your friends. All my friends, they go to uni, so we just gather around in a table. Yeah, they do their own like doctor work and I'm the unemployed motherfucker. I just sit there editing videos. Make sure you can have fun with it, because if you want to actually do creative things like the things you see in these compositions, you cannot be boring. You need to actually enjoy this shit, because if you don't, it's gonna get painful really quickly and you're gonna stop editing like I see a lot of people do. Next up, you're gonna take inspiration from the world. How are you gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna explain to you that Catholic Bible. I found this random image of this Bible on the internet and I was like, yo, look at these corners. They look so cool. I bet I could use them in an animation. So guess what? Next day I pull up. Do you see this? I made this in After Effects. It just improved my design. I experimented. But that's just one example of what you can do. Orthodox church ceiling. I'm an Orthodox. I go to church. I look up and I see this beautiful design. I'm like, yo, I bet I can use this circle in my animations. So that's exactly what I did. I just went in. I don't think I have an example for it, but well, maybe here. I used some geometry. This is just a simple example of how you can take inspiration from the world. And you see me dancing here and shit, this is kind of the stuff I do before I edit, because it gets me in the right mood to do it. I'm laughing my ass off, I'm smiling when I'm doing editing sometimes. Well, not always, because it's painful. Not when I'm sitting for like 24 hours awake and trying to get the deadline done. That's a different story. And this video, I bet if you apply this right now, it's gonna make you more money, or your clients are gonna love you more. Either way, you post this shit on Twitter, you're gonna get bunch of views, bunch of inbound leads. More on that in another video. And I know there's gonna be some guys asking. I haven't set up any coaching or anything, but if you are really looking for coaching from me, which is gonna help you, you can just send me a DM on Instagram and we can work something out. I haven't even thought about the prices or anything. Have a good evening. God bless.